the question being, could Antarctica melt away? With that sort of thing, you have to be really clear about what you're talking about, and it's important to focus on the ice in this case, that being the freshwater glacial ice, which is on land. So we're not talking about sea ice, we're not talking about ice shelves, we're talking about the Antarctic ice sheet. And could it melt away? Well, it's already melting in some places, particularly West Antarctica. With current predictions of climatic change based on our activities, so talking about anthropogenic climate change, man-made climate change, we would expect, and I do expect to see an amount of melt. What will happen in the future, we don't know for sure, and no one is qualified to say exactly what will happen in the projected, in the distant future. Is it possible for there to be substantial melt of the Antarctic ice sheet? Yes. But we don't yet know exactly what the consequences of that would be. So it is possible that the Antarctic ice sheet could enlarge. There could be factors that we haven't considered in our climatic models. In the short term, I would expect melting to progress, to proceed, to continue. Do I think the Antarctic ice sheet is going to melt away and vanish? No, I don't. I do not believe that. I don't think it's likely at all, and if it were to occur, then it would take a lot longer than our lifetimes. We're talking centuries, even thousands of years here. Things can change quickly, and sometimes they change faster than you think they will, but I don't think it's realistic to say the Antarctic ice sheet will melt away, except in geological time perhaps. So anything's possible, infinite set of possibilities. But I would expect it to melt, and that melt to increase in the foreseeable future. But I wouldn't be ringing any like warning bells, the world's not ending just yet. Will that affect sea level? Oh, the question was like, how rapidly will that affect sea level? Well, sea level will respond directly to the rate of melt. So how rapidly sea level changes depends on how rapidly the ice melts. If it continues to melt, and as I say, I expect it will for at least the foreseeable future, we can anticipate sea levels growing incrementally. As a whole, the Antarctic ice sheet has in excess of 65 meters, I think it's maybe a little less than that, about 62, 63 meters overall, off the top of my head, of sea level equivalent ice stored on the Antarctic continent. But as I say, I don't think the Antarctic ice sheet is in any danger of vanishing overnight. So it's a kind of complicated issue, but melt will directly influence the rate of sea level alteration. So yeah, just watch that space and see how quickly Antarctica responds to climate. But I emphasise that we're only qualified to predict and project. We do not know what will happen, and no climate scientist or any scientist is qualified to say exactly what the world will be like in 200-300 years' time. If there's one thing we're learning more and more as climatologists, it's that it's a very, very complex system, and it's really out with the realms of realism that we can expect to know everything about what will occur. So we can only predict within our own knowledge of the subject, which is imperfect and always will be. So anything could happen.
Thank you.